Are you facing problems to memorize any type of questions, stories, and even short speech? Are you? Then this video is gonna be one of your beneficial, expressive, important, helpful, teachable, and also special video, because guys, in this video I am gonna talk about that how you can remember or memorize any kind of a speech, stories, and even short question. It can be big question, any type of thing in English very easily. You can remember them, you can speak them in front of anyone, anyhow, anywhere. So guys, let's start the video. But first of all, you have to understand that what is our problem and what is the solution of it. So hi my friends and my seniors, welcome back guys in my channel in a very brand new video. I'm here today to give some tips and tricks you to improve your memorization power on English. Yes guys, in English. And I'm sure guys, after watching this video till the end, you are gonna recognize, you are gonna memorize anything very smoothly and also quickly. Yes, you listen right. So let's find out why we can't memorize something. Okay, just remember what I am telling you first, then you can remember anything, then you can memorize anything anyhow. So what we are doing, we are just reading the passage or the question and answer or the speech that we want to present. We are just reading it without saying anything, without seeing any other thing. We are just reading it, and after reading a number of times, when it is the time to present it, we forget everything what we have read. So it is our problem first. But guys, I wanna say to everyone that if you wanna just memorize something that you wanna give and also you wanna present, it can be a speech, it can be stories, it can be the question and answer also, then you have to follow the another things also with the stories, and they are very important. And now a number of people that will question me that why I always say in my videos that reading is important. Read. If you will read the passage or the speech, the story, the question answer, anything more than 10, 20, 30 times, then you will able to speak it. But with the reading, you have to follow some rules, okay? Otherwise your memorization power will not grow up. So I always say a thing to everyone that just focus what you want to develop, what you want to improve. If you want to improve your understanding English, then you have to listen it carefully, and you have to understand. If you want to speak it, then you have to speak. But we want to improve our memorization power, then we have to focus in the memorization things. Otherwise it can't be. If you were thinking that memorization power, oh like my age is 20, my memorization power also like that, I have the memorization power, you don't have to tell about that. But no guys, your age is doesn't matter. It can be that a person is 20, 30, 40 years, even 13 years also, it can be 25 years also, it can be, but their memorization power is very low. It could. So guys, first remember that age doesn't matter. Age does not matter. You can test your memorization power level by simple quotes. Yes guys, take any quotes, or also just you can take this quotes also, that great mind discuss idea, average mind discuss events, and small mind discuss people. Just read these quotes 2 times and then try to speak it. Okay, read it only 2 times and then without seeing anything, just try to speak the quotes. Okay guys, I think that you read it, and now try to say it yourself. Now what you can, if you can't explain the quotes, then you can't. Your imagination and also your memorization power is very low, but if you can, then it will be very helpful. It is like your memorization power is like middle and also like average you have. But guys, first of all, try to understand. I wanna say that if you wanna improve your memorization power, then you need the help of the stories. Yes guys, stories. The stories are very simple, moral, short, same small stories. It can be the number of people who will ask me that, whoa, what is the story, why the story, and how the story can help us to improve our memorization power. Then guys, I wanna say to everyone that it will helpful. It will be the best and the perfect helper. The stories, normal short stories. When you will read a story, then without and with the reading, you have to follow the another rules also. Okay, just try to understand what I am saying. That first, when I just started my speaking journey, then I didn't just read the stories and read the stories. I also did something with reading the story. I just follow some rules and also some tips you can take with reading the story. Yes guys, now the question is, what is the tips? First, remember, if you want just recognize and memorize a story, then you have to find out the keywords and the key sentence. First of all, find out the keywords and the key sentence of the story, because they are so helpful. Okay, if you have not any big time for to remember, also for to do a long journey or for to read the thing, the topic you wanna present, so you have to find out the keywords and the key sentence, because that will help you to attach the topic in your brain, and then you can speak something also by yourself. It will be helpful. And then after finding the keywords and the key sentence, they are very simple. Just take your topic and then find out. Just take a story and then find out what is the character, what they did, what is the main time they did, what who is about in the story. Like the normal keywords, key sentences means important times, important things that happened in the story. And then after finding it, the second one is very important, that highlighting. Yes guys, highlighting is very important. You need two highlighters in the work. Yeah, a yellow highlighter and a pink highlighter. When you will do the activity with your books or with any story, then what you have to do, by the yellow highlighter you have to mark all of the words, all of the sentences that you understand. But with the pink highlighter, just block every sentences or every word that you didn't understand. Then you can find out the average things that you didn't understand or you understand. Then it will be very helpful for you. And then after doing this activity, focus on that words or sentences that you didn't understand. Use your phone or just take some help with the elders, and then it will be very helpful. And then after finding the keywords, key sentence, and then highlighting, you have to block. Yes guys, blocking is very important thing. Block the sentences. Like I will give you a sentences that Ram is a good boy, he always goes to school. Ram is good boy, he always goes to school. Ram is good boy, he always goes to school. This is a sentence, and when you will pronounce it and speak it without any blocking, that Ram is a good boy, he always go to school. I just tell it in a one breath, and then everyone who is watching your audience will understand that you were just copying the sentence. You copied the story or copied your speech and pasting in the stage. That's why guys, you need the block, because in our mother tongue also, we didn't just speak a whole sentence in one breath. We take some movement and then again we start. Okay, just remember this thing, that Ram is a good boy, it is a block. And it is a block. He always, it is a block. Goes to school, it is a block. Like underlining, you also can underline the sentences and cutting the sentence. It will be very helpful, and you can this symbol also in your sentences. So guys, the blocking, highlighting, and also keywords and key sentence, these three things. After that, the reading. Yes guys, reading. Revise the story again and again and again. Revise the speech again and again. Just read it by the block. Yes guys, by the block, read it. Read it 20, 30, 50 many times, and then it will be magic. Okay, after reading it, the last work is try to explain it. Yes guys, this explaining is very very important. You also can do anything. For reading, you can anything we can do. There are a number of people who understand the English language, who can understand the English language, but they can't speak it. When the time to speak, they forgot everything. So guys, make it your habit explaining stories. Okay, explaining stories. Just try to explain something, the story that you copied. Just try to explain. First, I know, first it won't come very easily. You have to copy all of the sentence one by one, and then after doing the same activity with 3, 4, 5, 6 many stories, then the story will come in your mouth automatically after reading one time. Yes guys, you listen right. Make the explaining is your habit. What you have to explain, just try to explain the story first in your mother tongue. Yes, first in your mother tongue. Think that someone's in front of you, and how you explain your incidents with someone like this, just try to explain it. You can also speak it in front of a camera, it can be, and then when you will explain it, then after the mother tongue, just explain it in your own English words, and then you can see the magic. You can explain any story, you can speak any story, any sentences, any paragraphs, any question and answer very very quickly. Yes guys, you can memorize every time, but the first practice is with the stories. Yes guys, stories, small moral story. Or if you are just reading in classes, then make the aim your class and textbook stories. But I will give one advice for beginners, that read the small moral stories. Small stories are gonna help you to give motivation, confidence, rules, new words, and then when you will explain a number of things, and you can memorize 3, 4, 5, 6 stories in one time, then the magic started. Then you can recognize or memorize any type of sentences, any type of paragraph, any type of speech by reading it 2, 3 times. Yes guys, you can make your own words. Okay, so this is the tip is. So guys, remember one thing in everything. If you wanna just recognize, or if you wanna memorize a speech or a paragraph, then you need the 4 things. Yes guys, 4 things must. Take your speech, then first find the keywords and key sentence. Then the second is that highlighting is the very important. Highlight with the yellow and the pink highlighter, and then after highlighting, blocking. Just block all of the sentence one by one, and then in the last one is reading. Read it, revise it, repetition, and then after doing it, explain it. When you will explain it, then the sentence will set up in your brain, and then the writing will be very very easy. So guys, this thing just over. I told you everyone that how to memorize something, and now I am gonna give you explanation. Yes guys, explanation, and I will tell everyone 5 very short moral stories, because we have to do it, otherwise you can't. So guys, let's go to our 5 stories. So my first story's name is gonna be The Hairy and the Tortoise. It is one of my favorite moral story. So once upon a time there was a hairy and a tortoise. They were friends, but one day the hairy met the tortoise and he started laughing at him. Then the hairy asked to the tortoise that, "Hey tortoise, why you always go near and there very slowly? Why don't you run like me and the other animals in the forest?" And then the tortoise felt so bad. Then he said very angrily to the hairy that, I know, I am so slow, but I can beat you in a race." And then the hairy also said that, how you can beat me in a race? Now let's run a race. And then the hairy and the tortoise, they select their starting and ending location, and then they started their race. All of the animals of the forest, they gathered to watch what will be the result of the race, because you can also understand, like the hairy and the tortoise, the slowest and the fastest it can be, but the twist is in the middle of the story. And then the hairy and the tortoise, the hairy ran so fast so that in a moment he went in the middle of the race, in the middle of the track. And then when he looked behind him, he saw there the tortoise was so far, and that's why the hairy thought to himself that the tortoise is so far from me, I should take some rest, and then when the tortoise reach in my place, then I will start running again, and then I can win the race easily. That's why the hairy sat down under a very big shady tree, and then the wind blew so beautifully. That's why the hairy felt asleep. Yes, the hairy slept in that moment. But the tortoise, he didn't stop. He knew that he can't beat the hairy, but he did not stop. He just ran and ran, and the tortoise, he walked and walked and walked, and after a long time the tortoise passed the hairy also. And then suddenly the hairy woke up. He got up and he saw that the tortoise just was about to touch the ending point. And then the hairy ran as fast as he could, but the tortoise won the match. Everyone was very shocked, and the hairy felt so bad in that moment. And then the story ends. The story has a very short and very simple moral. This moral is, slow but steady wins the race. Yes, there is also a quote I always used to say everyone, that you don't have to go fast, you just keep going. Yes guys, you don't have to go fast, just keep going. Yes, this quote will be a very motivational quote in any time to anyone. And now guys, let's run to our second story. So guys, my second story also will be like the first one. The story's name is The Hunter and the Peasants. Yes, the hunter and the peasants. One day a hunter went in a forest to catch some birds. That's why he spread a very big net on the ground, and then he put some rice also on the net. Then he hid down a bush, and that time a group of peasants were crossing the road. Suddenly one of them, they saw the rices on the ground, but he didn't notice the net on the ground. He called out all of the peasants, and they flew down to eat the rices. And then when they touched the net, the hunter came up and he pulled out the rope, and all of the pigeons they caught in the hunter's net. And then everyone was very afraid and frightened. They went near and there, but they couldn't escape. And then at the last they stopped. The hunter was very happy. He was just dancing in the ground, but the leader of the group, means the leader of the peasants group, he said to everyone that, my friend, if you listen to me, then I can escape all of you. And then everyone was very silent. They listened to their leader, and then the leader said and he advised that in my countdown 3 everyone went up. In my countdown 3 everyone, we will fly in the sky, and then the hunter can't kill us. And then the leader, he started the countdown, the 1 2 3. When he said the 3, every peasants they fled their wings and they just flew on the sky. Yes, guys, they flew in the sky, and then the hunter was so shocked. He ran and ran, but he couldn't touch them. The group of the peasants, they have got away from the hunter, but not from the net. That's why all of them, they went to their friend Mouse cave for to escape. And then when they went there, the mouse came and he cut down the net. Every person, they get free and ran away. And this story is in this story, I don't have to explain everything, the moral or something else. You can understand by the stories. The story provide us a thing. The story tell us that always remember, be together. If you will do a work together, that the work will be perfect definitely, otherwise you can't. It's story also in, and let's go to my third story. Guys, now the story that I am gonna tell you, this story's name is The Wind and the Sun. Yes guys, the wind and the sun. So one day the wind and the sun, they started doing arguments. The sun said to the wind that, hey wind, I am stronger than you. But the wind said to the sun that, no, I am the stronger than you. And then they just started quarreling in this topic, that who is stronger. They just said, the sun said again and again, I am stronger, I am hot, I am hot, I am stronger. But the wind said, no, I am the stronger. I can make anything, I can destroy anything. And then they just quarreled and quarreled. Suddenly the wind saw a man passing by the road. The man wore a coat. Yes guys, a coat. The man wore a coat. And then in that time, the wind said to the sun that, hey sun, look at there, the man is passing by the road and he wear a coat. Let's see who can make that man take off his coat. And then the sun also agreed by the decision. The wind tried his best. He blew very hard, like whoo. But the man just wore his coat very closely and tightly. The wind, he again tried his best, but he couldn't blow the coat, because the man, he just made the coat tight and closely to him. And then it was the time of the sun. Then the sun gave a sunshine smile, and then in the hotness, the man, he take off his coat automatically. And then this story is in. This story is very simple, and I also told you in a very short way. But no guys, don't skip the story like nothing. It is a number of things. This story helps us to understand that force is better than skills. Sorry guys, this story help us to understand that skill is better than the forces. Yes guys, skill is better than the force, otherwise you can't do anything. So guys, now the story that I am gonna tell you, it is the last story of this video. Yes guys, you listen right, and this story's name is Sons, the old man and his sons. Yes guys, you listen right, the old man and his sons. Now what happened in the story, let's find out. Once upon a time there was a old man, and he had 5 sons. Yes, the old man had 5 sons. The 5 sons were very strong, clever, and smart. But the problem was that they quarreled with one another. They fight with one another. Means they fought with one another. That's why the old man was very upset with that thing. To he always tried to understand his son that fighting is not the way to clear a matter. But the sons, they could not understand their father. And then one day the old man was sitting in the veranda of their house, and then suddenly he saw some sticks in their garden. And then the old man, he got a very beneficial idea. Then he took the bundle of stick and he called out his 5 sons. They came there, and then the old man, he said to everyone that now I am gonna test the strength of my, now I am gonna find out that who is stronger than 5 of you. And then the old man, he gave one single stick to his every son, and then he said that break the stick. Every boy or every son, they broke the stick very easy. And then after breaking the sticks, the old man, he gave the bundle of stick to his sons, and then he said that now break it. His sons, they tried and tried, but none of them could break the bundle of stick. Then they said to their father that, father, we can't break it, it is so strong, and how we can break a bundle of sticks? We can break 2, 3, 4 sticks, but not a bundle of sticks. And then the father, the old man, he explained to his foolish sons that that's why the thing that I want to tell to everyone, it is the thing that if you always just fought together, quarreled together, then it means you are not together. And then if you are not together, then the third person will come and they can break you easily. But if all of you work together always, then you can fight and do the success very quickly. And then this story is in. This story is very beautiful and also a teachable story for everyone. This story tells us that unity is a strength. When you will be together with your family members, relatives, friends, then you can't be weak. So guys, remember this thing. But guys, that's why don't always wait for someone who will help you, who will push you. Just remember guys, you have to be with your friends, but do your work. Yes, focus on your success, focus on your goals, otherwise it won't come. And my 4 or 5 stories, they end. And now this video also are gonna be end. I think that I could understand everyone how to improve your memorization. So guys, bye bye. I will meet you in the next video in another topic with another topic. So bye bye.